Disney is quite possibly dropping EA, which I thought was a fucking letter from God. Anakin himself sent that tweet or whatever it was.
Plagueis must have planted that news inside Disney's fucking uterus.
You know, it's just upsetting. You have so much possibility. And even though we ended up kind of mediocre liking Battlefront,
I mean, it's fun,
there's just so much possibility. You're missing out on pretty much everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, see? That is how much you're missing out on. I'm fucking pissed and I can't talk about it. EA, step your shit up or EA is going to drop kick you apart.
Yeah, so who was in the group chat? Maybe it was Padilla or his Anakin Sandcrawler or something was saying that listed off all the games that got made between like 2003 and 2005. And there was like 9 or 11 in just like 2 years. And then we fast forward to now. And then since Disney took over, we've had 2 games in like 5 years. But
they're not 2 games. They're the same fucking game.
Very true. Well,
and both of them are mediocre.
If you don't count the Lego Star Wars stuff.
I don't. Come on.
Then, yeah, we just had
listen to what you said. Games. It's not Star Wars Lego. It's Lego Star Wars. It's a Lego game first. It's not a Star Wars game.
Yeah, and then Kerner just said here, 2 games in 5 years, end of story. Yeah, that's just unforgivable.
No, no joke. They could be wrapped into one game. It was like a beta, which was not good, and then this is the alpha that came out, and it's still got a lot of bugs.
Dude, it's really funny to think that a professional AAA studio fucked things up that badly. Because the first one that comes out in 2015 has no prequel content. So you're looking at like 20% of the entire Star Wars universe. Movie universe, I should say, which is ridiculous in and of itself. But just think about that.
And even when we were talking about how the prequels introduced so much content, so much new species, so many new planets, and you don't put any of that in? Basically, you're limited to Tatooine, Death Star, and Endor. Get the fuck off the screen and cut it out.
And Han.
I don't want to be Leia and Han anymore.
Yeah,
I want to be fucking Mace Windu.
I think that... So when we first started the show, it was right after the Disney buyout and they announced Force Awakens and stuff like that. And I remember us talking about how they were blackballing, quote unquote, the prequels and not really mentioning it or including it in many things. And I think what they did, or what it seems like they did, was start with 7, make it just like 4, keep all the original trilogy stuff. The old actors are back, X-Wings and TIE fighters everywhere, and ignore the prequel stuff. And you have backlash from that, especially Battlefront in 2015. But people are saying now, especially with episode 8, that we're missing all that old stuff that made the universe so freaking huge and all the stuff they added in the prequel era. So now I think they're finally coming around, but the only problem is they're taking fucking forever to do anything about it.
Well, and the other big issue is there's not only one type of game. You don't have, I mean, can it be like a KOTOR, like storyline RPG?
Can it be?
Can it be? But you know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be a war first person. It could be an RPG. It could be some tactical shit. You know, let's get fancy with it. You got so much opportunity. So much.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a fucking TIE Fighter X-Wing game alone. That was the one part of the Battlefront that worked really well. Pull that out and make it an entire thing, and you have to do certain missions with it. You know, just random shit. Let's fucking do it.
Let's do it. I'm ready.
There also needs to be just a full storyline of the starfighters.
Yeah.
Let me fly into Scarif, take out the fucking cock ring around the planet, and then you got to go down in and just make it like a tiered thing.
Well, if they included as much variety as we have in Battlefield 4 and even in the other, the 2004 and 2005 Battlefronts, you could be on a Scarif match and have the option to be in an X-Wing or a U-Wing, or be on the ground, or be up in space. Like, you should have the option to do all those.
Yeah.
And one thing that the 2015 Battlefront did do really well is that DLC for Scarif, where you start in space, have to break through the shield gate, then you have to land on the beach, then you have to storm the fucking base. Like,
it's exactly what I want.
We need more of those, because we've talked about how the, what's it called? The Galactic Assault is bigger and more expansive than like blast mode in Battlefront 2, but still, you have 2 vehicles, going to 3 different points, and you have to blow them up along the way. It's really the same thing every single time.
Yeah, it's upsetting.
So,
just overall, it's upsetting. There's not like a, it's like a forced flow. There's no randomness. There's no randomness to the battle, which can happen. Like if one ship breaks through your lines, everything's fucked.
Yeah.
But on this, no, you're gonna spawn way the fuck back there and run back in. I don't know. I'm done bullshitting on the game. Well, I'm just excited for the possibilities of moving forward off of EA. True.
And based on what you said just now, I was thinking about Battlefield the other day and how we only play Conquest mode. And you'd think it would get boring playing the same exact mode on the same maps. But
because different shit happens at every different map.
Yeah, exactly. Because there's so much variety because anything can happen. The whole team could decide to rush this one command post, and that's a whole totally different start to the battle than you've ever seen before. So
right, one team could be all vehicles, one team could be all snipers, and it's just yeah.
So this
just
opens
take a deep
up,
breath.
Yeah, this opens up some room. Black Panther's back there.
Oh, speaking of
T'Challa's back there.
T'Challa.
Yeah, so I hope that this goes through. This opens up some possibilities. And I know that there's been talks about an action game, I think, because Sneaker Bags brought up on one of the Patreon calls, Battlefront 3's postponed indefinitely. First of all, why are they even working on Battlefront 3? Fix the game. But it's postponed because they're getting this action game out in 2019 instead of another Battlefront.
They should just do another Republic Commando and fucking perfect it.
Republic Commando, dude. Oh my God.
Do like a Mass Effect squad-driven...
That'd be fucking sweet.
RPG in the Star Wars universe. Just make KOTOR 3. It doesn't have to be specifically KOTOR 3. I'm just saying, make a game where I can build my character, choose different ways, and it affects the universe.
Yeah.
Why is it that difficult? It's not.
It's not.
Point.
It's not.
It's not the Jedi way.
Apparently, it's not the
EA way. Oh, fucking EA.
Well, hopefully they're out of our hair soon.
Yeah.